Hey, world changers. It's so good to be able to speak with you. Hey, hey, hey. Hola. Bonjour. Happy July. It's July 1st, right? So I woke up this morning, of course, with a smile on my face and just grateful. You just have a moment to just be grateful that we are right here to be able to experience this July. And more so, we're able to also take another day to make greater impact, make greater moves, and really get out there. So I don't know what's going on my camera today, but you all get to see my whole artwork, my zebra. I love to be able to have prints. It's one of my favorite things, and I like to stand out. So I guess we're going to be standing out today, huh? And it sounds really, really good to me. So I'm going to actually share this out to my community on Facebook. If you are not a part of my community, definitely join us. We are faith-driven female coaches and consultants, and we are literally individuals making an impact. We have women in there. We even have gentlemen in there who are literally all for the movement of getting out there, getting their message heard so they can be seen, they can be heard, make an impact, and add income to come with their business as well. So definitely a wonderful group to get into. If you're not a part of it, definitely make sure that you get in there and answer those 3 questions, because I like to make sure we have the right fit, and I want to make sure that your time is used valuable. So as you all are joining in, make sure you say hey. And then also, if you feel like you want to share it, share the broadcast. Wisdom is definitely something that so many people can be able to help themselves as to get out and make greater moves. So feel free to share. Look at me trying to get like stuttering up in here, but you know what? The show still goes on. So let me share it out real quick on my page. Boom, we are shared out. I can focus all on you, because that's what it's about, focusing on you today. So I want to talk to you all because today's July, and I know for so many, July means it's another month to literally, as business owners, life changers, world changers, another month to get out there, make greater moves, and you're putting your goals together. You're like, how can I be able to make more visibility? How can I be able to not only have more visibility, but how can I be able to be heard? How can I be seen? How can I use all of these things that are in me to really share with my ideal audience? And how can I more so have these goals that I can keep and stay focused on them? And one of the biggest things that I love to do is to be able to speak voice, to make an impact, be heard, be seen through video or whatever platform you need to use, but to get your message across so others can be able to know what it is that you do, to relate with you, to engage with you, and to really see how you can be able to help them with any of the needs that they're going through. So when I hear people tell me, I don't know how individuals are going to relate to my story, I don't know how people are going to, know my products, to one, I say it's because you have to be able to have a strategy that allows you to share and to be able to deliver the solutions. So I teach, and for those of you who have never joined my broadcast before, hello, I'm Jasmine Romaine, and I help life changers to be able to communicate their standout brand. Also, they can be able to communicate their stories, communicate their brand message, where they are out there making moves, but not only making moves of impact, making moves where they can build for their business goals. So even on this July, I'm super excited because we have some branding things that went on. I work in a business academy. I have my World Changers Business Academy, but today, since it's July 1st, we have decided to call it the World Changers Speakers Academy. So I'm definitely ramping up to build more speakers. So I wanted to share with you 3 ways you can start using your voice just as well, where you can be able to stay focused on your July 1st goals, your first of the month goals, and then also be able to be seen and heard. How many of you all want that? If you want that, say, me, I want that, because I really feel that with so many individuals, you can be able to do just that. So here are 3 ways, and I want you all to take notes because this is how you're going to be able to start your first of the month, but then also be able to allow for more impact, allow for more income, and really connect with those individuals that you're called to serve. You ready? So the one thing that I always love to be able to do is to understand your content. Many times individuals don't know what it is that they should talk about, but the content is really important. Your ideal audience is really going to need to know how you can be able to help them. Somebody type in how. Type in how. Because so many times individuals need a step-by-step process. And you are the one who literally has the keys to be able to help them. You're that brand. You're that person that can help them with it. And so if you want to be able to get your voice out there, you're going to have the content that speaks to that ideal person, to that particular person, and resonates with that audience member, so they can be able to know that you are that person they're called to serve. And I believe that through content, that allows you to be able to use your voice, be able to share your story, and really be able to focus on how you can be that solution for your ideal client, for your audience, those people you're called to serve. Content is definitely important, and that's one of the things you want to be able to utilize as you start using your voice. One thing I love about using voice is you can use your voice when you're speaking, you can use your voice when you're writing, but all of it literally relates to communicating. And there's something so powerful that goes with communication. You can communicate when you build relationships, you communicate when you are telling people about your solutions, but it all goes with talking. So that is one of the things that you want to look at, is the content. As I help people with their content, one of the biggest things that I love to be able to help people with is to understand how they can use their content where they're not looking like the average type of communicator with their brand, but they're really relating with their audience and they're really resonating with their stories with it. And that's what's going to help you be able to stand out. The other type of component, the number 2 component that I want to share with you all, is lives. Lives are videos. So many individuals are scared to push that live button. And trust me, I too was. I know you all are looking at me like, Jasmine, I can't believe it. I had an interview earlier today and she was like, I cannot believe you, shy. But let me tell you, I went through a process where I was really shy. I had insecurities. I literally felt like people were going to judge what I was going to say. I felt like if I didn't have anybody with me, like, are they going to judge me? Like, all eyes are on me, like how Tupac would say, all eyes were on me. But in a way, it's such a good thing to have all eyes on you, because you now can be able to share your story. So now here I am speaking with individuals all over, sharing with them how they can tell their story, sharing with them how they can do their lives, but you too can be able to do that. So I struggle with that. I don't know how many of you all struggle, and maybe you don't want to admit it, but hey, I'll be bold enough to admit I struggle. But I also overcame. And because of that, I literally created a 5-system strategy that allows me to be able to communicate with those individuals that I'm called to serve, whether it's on live streams, and then especially when we get out of this COVID, whether it's on stages just as well. All to be able to resonate with story, all to be able to resonate with who I am, and then also for them to be like, oh my gosh, you are that person. And so you all also have those people too that you can work with, those people who you can interact with, those people who you are called to serve. But it's really understanding how you can structure. And that's exactly the things that I teach. And then also what I had to learn too. So you're not alone. You got to be able to do this. And not only that, to be able to continue to get out there and build your goals. So we're here on July 1st. July 1st means new start, new beginnings, new opportunity, new possibilities, new moves, right? And I truly believe that as you are getting your content out there and you're finding and starting to use your voice, that this will allow you to do just that. The next thing is collaborations. I hear with so many individuals, how can I be able to get my audience to be able to come to me? How can I find my audience? And I admit, like, when I started, I wasn't known. My avatars and those people who I was called to serve didn't know me. But there is power through your network, right? And I always used to teach this class called going from that to work, and it was one of my first classes that I ever taught, even in New York City, and it taught people how to build their network. And I definitely believe that whenever you're building a network, it comes with such importance to be able to build for greater success. But then it also comes with collaborations of you being able to find that person who can really help you and you help them, where you all can build with each other. So it's a way to get your voice out there. It's a way to get heard. It's a way to get seen. And it's a way to use the power of people. I know when I read the Bible, it always says that there's power when two or more are together, that God is in the midst, right? And I also believe that when two or more together, there's God in the midst, and then he's allowing you to be able to meet greater people. That means greater power, greater anointing, greater experience, greater wisdom. Every single person has their own gifts and their own talents, but when you're able to use that, you're able to pull in those people you're called to serve. And that's exactly what you want to do. So July 1st, you want to make those moves. You want to get out there. You want to be able to be the world changer I know you're called to be, because each and every single one of you have it. So those are my points to share with you on today to help you even more so as you get out there, you use your voice, you brand your message, you get communication out there that's going to stand out in such a way people are going to say, my goodness, how can I work with you? Right? So I'm Jasmine Romaine, transformation strategist, and I help life changers communicate their standout brand so they can be able to make an impact as well as income in their business. Reach out to me today, and if you're not a part of my group on Facebook, we are faith-driven female coaches and consultants. We love to have you. We have amazing women and brave men who want to join the journey just as well, and I love to see you there. Make sure you answer the 3 questions, and I'll see you soon. Happy July 1st.